Alright, tonight we're going to be tying an Allnight Hex. This pattern was made by Brent Drew. It's a very effective pattern. As you can see, we already have our size 6 streamer hook tied up on here, and the thread is already started on the hook, hanging at the bar. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use some fine beaver dubbing. You can use it about any color you want. I'll use it in brown tonight. You go ahead, pull out just a little bit, get you started. Dub it on your hook, on your thread. Right there. Wrap it. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a dubbing ball just at the end of the hook. Next, I'm going to use a couple of pieces of moose hair as the tails on these. Pick out a couple of nice matched pieces about the same length. Set them down on there. You're going to tie these in like a V, and you don't want them longer than half the shank of the hook. Okay. Tie one in. And you can have these pointing up. You can have them pointing straight to the side. Whatever you want it to do. One. Now we'll do the other one. Tie that down nice. Tie it forward a little bit, as you can see. That it's flared out like a V, up just slightly. Go ahead and wrap that a little. Go ahead and trim your butts off of there. Wrap all the way, I don't know, up about, I'm going to leave about a quarter inch of the shank of the hook. Then you're going to take a piece, about half of a pencil of this short, fine deer hair. Go ahead, snip that off. A lot of people use a stacker. I don't use a stacker much. You want them to lay on there, just like that. If you want them pointed up, do that. Go ahead and make one loose wrap. Do if you prefer. Start winding down the back. Now, as you get further down to the back, you want to pull a little bit tighter to make your taper body. Get right there, make another wrap or two, and then do a hex wrap forward. All the way to where you started. Pull that tight. Next, you just trim your butt. You can leave a few on there if you like, for little looking legs if you want to. Go ahead and tie those down. Take your thread right about there, a bit further if you'd like. Then we're going to use ultra wire made by Wapsi and UTC. It's medium red. We want to pull off about 6 inches. Go ahead and do that. Straighten your wire out, and then at one end make a little L and tie that on. Make sure it's tight, because whenever this is spun, it'll rip your thread. Then just double that over. Tie that one down. Pull it up out of your way. Like that. Then take it back to where your deer hair starts. And you can use a little bit more of the dubbing of your choice if you prefer. I'll be using the the brown beaver dubbing that we used before for the body. Go ahead and dub that on your hook. Excuse me, your thread. And you'll want this dubbed on fairly heavily, so that way you can build up a nice thorax. Go ahead, wrap it over your butt, right there, around your post if you want, to the eye of the hook. Then we're going to do the whip finish. You do 4 or 5 wraps if you want. Some people prefer less, I prefer more. Go ahead and trim that. Next, you'll be using your short fine deer hair again. Pinch off about just a hair less than a pencil. And what you want here is you want to take and set your hair inside of your wire loop that you made before, and you don't want them to go past your hair on the end. And also, you don't want your butt sticking out this far. So what you want to do is you want to trim those off. Right there. You're going to take the dubbing spinner, put it up inside of your loop, and start spinning. Spinning that wire loop with your hair in it. Whenever you start spinning, this hair is going to flare out like that. Then you just take and cut that piece of wire, and you have an Allnight Hex.